What's going on, guys, and welcome back. Today, I'll be giving my first impressions on Marvel Snap's newest card, Master Mold. He's probably one of the most impactful new cards to come this year, alongside Sauron, and we finally have a card that takes Ronan to the next level, securely putting his archetype in a more competitive spot. And on top of that, he supercharges Darkhawk, who is already in a good place in Snap at the moment. The year is 2052. You finally have enough tokens to get a new card, and after taking your flying card to work, you open up Marvel Snap and you play with your new card, Master Mold. Now, before we get to the deck, we got to talk about the new cards, right? Obviously, nobody's really getting these cards. There's about zero hype around them, and if I'm being candid, I avoid making new card videos because typically they're not worth the time or the energy. They get blasted with dislikes and negative comments. But I want to know from you guys, and candidly, just let me know. Do you want to see these first impression videos? Do you want to see how the deck works and how the cards work to determine if it's something you might want in the future? I do know the devs are working on a new system to make new cards more exciting, and maybe that launches before even the next card. But before I continue to do these, I do want to ask you guys if this is something that you guys like to see. So guys, we have 3 different decks to showcase to you today, but before we dive into the deck specifics, let's take a look at the new cards, starting with Master Mold, who's a lot more versatile than you might think. Now, yes, Ronan is going to benefit the most from him, but just preventing your opponent from drawing cards in the first place is great, and if you can get him out by turn 2, you get some huge value, especially against decks like Thanos. Now, we're going to start the deck breakdown with the newest card, Master Mold, a 2/2 with an on-reveal effect of adding 2 Sentinels to your opponent's hand. Obviously, Devil Dinosaur can benefit from this, but most of the time, the deck you've built is going to benefit more. Now, I do want to say the things you want to look out for are things like Cosmo, and then they play into that Cosmo, right? And you're going to be giving them nice tempo, and they can continue to play 3 power cards. But with the way the decks are built, and with cards like Darkhawk and Ronan, you can typically outpower them. Speaking of both Darkhawk and obviously Ronan, typically they compete for each other, right? Darkhawk is going to go down in power because of things like Baron or Maximus that draws from the deck, and then Ronan would go up. But with Master Mold, you now have a card that does both, kind of like the Black Widow effect. It's going to stop him from drawing cards, and thus you're going to have 2 high power options. And that's where the deck excels, is the win conditions that you have under your belt, and it can punch up right up there with the best decks right now. Definitely not like tier 1, not saying that. A lot of testing to go, but really great showing for Master Mold, at least in the early spots of what he can do. The Accuser has always kind of been the little brother to Devil Dinosaur. With Devil Dinosaur, it's got the same cost amount, but you can control how many cards you have. And with Ronan, you can never really be certain how many cards your opponent is going to play. Now, if they play a couple of cards and they're up to 7, you can at least have them around a 13 value. But now Ronan has obviously a lot better case because of Master Mold, because of Black Widow, and the style of deck that we'll be playing. Now, Ronan will always be followed mostly by Mystique. You can play Ronan on 5. You can play Mystique and Master Mold, Black Widow. You can get a lot of things kind of cooking into their hands, or you can simply play Ronan and then do a Darkhawk and Mystique if you have Zabu on the board, and that's where you're starting to see a lot of the win conditions. Decks with multiple win conditions is what is currently just climbing better because you have a lot of paths to success. And our first deck here, Clog Bounce, has just that. Now, the core strategy of this deck is using our Disruption Bounce package, and it is so frustrating to go up against. We have Iceman, Korg, Master Mold, Black Widow, and we can bounce all of them back into our hand to play again, both feeding Darkhawk and Ronan. We can also play them on turn 6 for even more value to pump up one of our bigger cards that we've already played. And in addition to that, we also have Bast into the deck, which virtually every card here is going to benefit from the +3 bonus. Looking at the replacement options, there's a ton of different things that you can do with this deck. We're going to talk about the other decks, but you don't need Darkhawk, you don't need Zabu. You can throw in Wong or Sarah into the deck as well. Simply put, this deck can just generate a lot of power. We also have some good tools against the meta. Master Mold is awesome against Thanos if you can play him out early. We also have things like Shang-Chi to take care of Shuri. And when it comes to cards like Darkhawk and Zabu and even Sarah, you don't have to have all these. You can just complement the deck with stuff that works with the bounce archetype, such as Falcon. You can have the Hood in there. I love Sarah and Zabu mainly so that I can play both Shang-Chi and Darkhawk on turn 6 if need be, or Darkhawk and Mystique as well. So there's a lot of ways that you can go with the deck. If you want better card draw, you can also go with American Chavez. That also works as well. Now, obviously, Master Mold is a toxic card, and I thought he would work perfect with the toxic archetype. Now we've added in Luke Cage and Hazmat with other cards like the Hood and Viper. We have Debris to fill rocks in their lane, as well as Maximus. We can follow all those up with Absorbing Man, and our big card is Ronan. Now, I've got more testing to do, but I also think that Sarah and Typhoid Mary can work into the deck, as well as Zero, which also has some synergy with the other cards. Finally, Disruption/Toxic decks are finding their ground in the meta, and I actually think that this is going to be a perfect fit. Now, lastly, we have a Devil Dinosaur version taking the spot of Darkhawk if you obviously don't have that card, as it's still in Pool 4. And again, this is a great way to utilize Ronan in the new Master Mold. But then you have Devil Dinosaur, you have Mystique to copy either Devil or Ronan, and we've got things like Moon Girl to get multiple copies of either Mold, Mystique. We've got cards that feed your hand size. We have card generation with Agent Coulson and 13. Quinjet to discount those, and then Maximus can now be played as we don't have to worry about our Darkhawk and the opponent's deck size. So let's go ahead and jump into some matches with Master Mold. You're going to see just how much disruption can happen. Now, I do want you guys to know, just like any new card, I've seen a pattern. Win rate, cube rate is way up when a card is first released. People aren't expecting it. They don't know how to play around it. I myself went on a tear with this combo. You'll see that I kind of swap one card out every now and then as I'm testing with the deck. But the one you see here is probably the one that I've landed on for now. If you guys have any other options, let me know down in the comments below any great ideas for a Master Mold deck. Let's hop in. All right, we got Zooka here and Monster Island showing up. We have Iceman. We will play on the middle just in case we get our Beast. And we do have our Master Mold in hand too, which is obviously great. Atlantis. And we're looking at, he has 4 cards in hand. I do think we are going to Master Mold early here. We could also play our Black Widow to stop card draw and then fill it up from there. Yeah, let's go with that. Got a lovely Thanos deck. The monster is annoying. I think we're going to be able to really wreck this guy. He's probably going to put monster middle, which I don't blame him. And let's go and put... I would love Master Mold at Dark Dimension. We're going to go with this. We can always balance if we need to, or play Shang-Chi for the win as well. Okay, we did get Darkhawk. That's going to be pretty advantageous for us. But we are running out of things to do here, because I don't necessarily... Like, this Darkhawk is a winner, right? Like, this is just a certified slapping winner. Let's put him on the right side. He's going to Lockjaw mid. Boom. This is exactly what we were looking for, right? So we have Ronan as well that we can play. Awesome stuff. He's going to have to fully commit to beat that. And I think we're just going to put Ronan mid. We have Darkhawk over here. We can Mystique left side. Never mind. Nah, we won this, guys. He's going to probably Shang-Chi left, kill my monster. I still have Chavez. He doesn't have enough energy. He floats a little bit. Maybe place something in here. Doesn't matter. Darkhawk's going to blow the hell out of whatever's over there. If this is Shang-Chi, which it's not, it's Widow's Bite. We lose. We're not going to snap. It's not like a confident win. Ooh. Is this Shang? Nah. Man, Darkhawk feels so good against Leech. So good. Not Leech, Thanos. Leech, no. Thanos, 100%. All right, guys, we have Zabu, Beast, and Ronan. Oh, my God, dude. What is it with these people snapping right away? Okay. This is very advantageous for us because Darkhawk just loves this location. We're going to avoid this pretty much at all costs until we can make sure we get Darkhawk on our own. We do have Black Widow for disruption. We have Beast already, so just hoping to get something like Iceman and Bast. And along with the snap, this guy's taking his time on turn 1 here to play a Reality Stone. All right. All right, so we have Dream Dimension in the middle. And let's start setting this up for success, guys. We're going to clog them now. I think Thanos decks really want to get their draw going, and they're not going to be able to. He doesn't play another draw card, which is advantageous for us. And if we can get Master Mold, Even better, folks. The raft, pretty big for him. Decisions. We don't really have a lot of forecast, so honestly, I'm going to bounce back early. A little risky, but I think it's the play. Carnage, not expecting it. We're going to fill up right side with 3 cards. He'll probably fill his completely. But that's all right. That means we can just win the raft. And again, if he plays that left location, it's nothing but good stuff for us. He doesn't even fill it out, and he plays a Shang-Chi right side, folks. Would have just been better probably to give that energy to your Sunspot, but, you know, you do you. And at this point, honestly, 12 in the deck? Yeah, gladly. Obviously, Darkhawk is going to counter Thanos very well. He already used his Shang-Chi. We kind of already saw his move there. We're both going to get a free 6-cost card. Obviously, it'll matter RNG here a little bit. Which ones we both get. I got Helicarrier. Okay. But still, it would have to be a miracle to lose because we also have this location over here. So really, guys, things are looking good. We're going to play Mystique, followed by Helicarrier, followed by probably Shang in the middle. Is what I like the most. Other thing we could do is play Mystique in the middle and then play Helicarrier, Shang-Chi left. And I think that's honestly the right play, because if we play Mystique here and he does play here, it's just going to feed our Mystique even more. So we probably don't even really have to worry about that over there. Our Shang-Chi, just power because we have priority. So we'll add a little bit to the top here. Yeah, he's out of here. There was nothing he could have done to win that. Both location-wise, you can't go in snapping so quickly, man. You got to learn your lesson. Okay, so we're going up now against Ghost here. Let's go and get our Iceman out early. We have a Ronan, Shang-Chi, Mystique in hand. And definitely have plenty of bounce options as well. Hood could definitely make sense in the deck. Might get rid of Sarah. Let's go with Korg in the middle, guys. And now we're obviously really hoping for our beast here. Look at that. Right on time. Ghost is saying hello. We do have Xmen Mansion, so we got to keep an eye out for that. Let's go ahead and beast these guys right back to our hand. Get them at 0 cost. Full disruption ahead. Well. Okay. Well, that's about even to me. Actually, we kind of won that one. All right, so we have our Master Mold now. Nice. We have our Ronan. Probably going to hang on to Master for now. Definitely Ronan, Mystique, Master Mold will probably be our final play. And just a disgusting final turn. So we're going to go double hit those up for now. Could play Master Mold now. And it really doesn't matter when I play this because he can't get rid of those Sentinels. So it may not be a bad idea just to get that out of our hand to start. Get the disruption just flowing, right? That's a bummer. I mean, just the disruption that we're sending over there is absolute chaos. I guess next time, too, I could do my Iceman after Master and make those Sentinels cost a little bit more, too, which is just diabolical. Can't even use them. So we do have Ronan now. We're definitely going to play him left side. I don't see him having a Shang-Chi in the deck. And this guy could not be more telegraphable. He's probably going to retreat here. He's got 6 in hand. He's going to play Heimdall. These are going to come over. He's going to have a little action in the middle lane. Not too worried about that. We're already going to win the right lane. Probably just this is going to be enough for us to take it. And we'll just spread our cards out here. And is he going to actually play this? Maybe he's not doing Heimdall. He is doing Heimdall. You gotta love the bold guy that does the move deck, right? Because you gotta give him props for using move. Like, you deserve a couple cubes. I wish you could tip a cube. You know what I mean? Like, just throw one their way. Like, hey, I respect the deck you were using and that you committed to the last turn. Good stuff from Ghost. Okay, Archangel here. And we have our Bass in our opening hand. Definitely going to be playing that alongside Korg. So let's get our Bass down. And with Ronan in hand already and Black Widow, things are looking pretty good, guys. Okay, we have a Korg of our own on the other side. And Darkhawk coming into hand. So, typically I like to hang on to Black Widow with Ronan in hand. You can play Mystique and Black Widow together. But we'll go ahead and play her down now. And I think we're actually going to go with the left lane just because it's Big House. Scratch that. It's now Baxter building. Okay. And Elysium for our third location. Kind of a perfect third location. We're going to have our 1 cost for free now. If we get the rocks, we can just dispose of them. Also hurts us a bit for Ronan as far as being able to play cards. Let's go ahead and... we want to do Zabu now. I don't think that matters too much. He could easily Shang-Chi us. We do need to be aware of that. That's actually really good for us now that we're not clogged up on that one lane. And he doesn't play the Widow's Bite on the +1. I don't know what this guy's doing. And I don't think it's a bot, y'all. Okay, cool. So we have Iceman as well. We do have Ronan. We don't have Master Mold. He has 3 cards in hand. Not an awful ton. Let's go. Honestly, guys, we're going to just kind of spread ourselves out. Let's put the Zabu over there. I'll put the Iceman in the middle here. Maybe we get Beast this next pull and pull back the Korg. Pull back the Iceman as well. And it looks like we're playing a Sarah control deck. So we can expect Enchantress and Shang-Chi. We're going to have to be on the lookout for that. So probably best course of victory is we're going to spread ourselves wide and just have like good hands all together across all the lanes. That's going to be... is that Mysterio? No. Shang-Chi. Okay, so Ronan should be safe. Killmonger. Goodness gracious. That was a big turn. And Master Mold, guys. Oh, boy. Well, if he has... he only has 1 card in hand, but if that card happens to be Enchantress, it's going to be rough to win that. This will go up a little bit, but not much. And he has a lot of low cards on this side. Okay, he's going to go Rock Slide. Can we beat that? Doesn't look like we're gonna lose. Wow. Victory. Master Mold final play coming in clutch. All right, Tinkerer's Workshop here. We have Darkhawk, Iceman, and Bast. Gonna go definitely play Bast first, and could have played Iceman. I clicked through it. I love commentating. My bad. It just went right through that turn. Good God. Alrighty, so we have Black Widow and Iceman now. Yeah, let's get the Widow out. Very nice. Although that just gave his Widow's Bite 2 power. Rip. Iceman for 5. Master Mold. Clog in the deck. Beautiful. Can bounce it back. Don't really need to at this point. He's going to probably put both Sentinels, right? And that's actually really advantageous for him. But what it did do is it stopped his card draw, and so at least we still got value out of it. Our Ronan won't get as much value because he can play those into a Cosmo lane. but it is what it is. It's going to come down to a little bit of a nicely done 6-cost contest of RNG here. And we got She-Hulk and we got Mystique. So loving our options. Definitely going to hold on to that. We're not going to play her yet. Although his hand size is still 7. Hand size is still 7, guys. We might... Hand size is 7. Deck is 5. We won this location. That's done and done. We really don't have to think too hard about this. We'll play Ronan left side for now. Awesome. Cool stuff. I don't think he's going to stay through a snap because he has a free 6-cost card. Maybe he does. I don't think there's really anything that I'm afraid to lose to. We can simply do the Shang-Chi that side and She-Hulk this side. If he has Shang-Chi, though, he would win. So we're going to double up on this side. He'd have to spread his options. And I feel pretty good about this, guys. Definitely could have Mystiqued as well. But no need to. Okay. He got an Ultron? That's awesome. Nice stuff. I love that. I love that he got an Ultron. That's we won that battle. Although Ultron's not a bad 0-cost to get, no question. But yeah, that was great, and we had multiple win conditions. Hello, we got a snapper. What is this? Twitch. Look at I'm advertising Twitch at the gamer. Cool. All right, well, buddy, people go visit him and tell him not to snap early. We're gonna play Korg left side, and we have Beast and Ronan in hands. This guy better have something really good. Agent 13. It's always the people that snap first that play the card that's like, oh no. Now, if he does have Quinjet, the Sentinels, we would give him with Mold. Present a lot of value. We're going to skip this turn. Vibranium Mines is insane, obviously with Darkhawk. So even better for us. And I believe we have enough to bounce everything back here. All right, cool. Turn 4, and we have our free cards. Hey-yo. We also can Shang-Chi anything at that location that we so choose. We're going to start kind of loading up on this side, as well as maybe even a Zabu. We'll go Zabu left side. And now Disruption Package is out there. He's Spider-Manning on 4. Very interesting. Dude, this is a big turn because we also have Ronan. Like, yeah. I don't want to be this guy. We can literally play Darkhawk here and have value no matter what. We can play Ronan there as well. Because they're 3 and we can play both of them, I'm thinking we're going to go Ronan in the mid. Double Spidey. Well, okay, Sailor. Luckily, he's got priority, which I am completely fine with. So, guys, he has 5 in deck, 6 in hand. If you're presented with this again, if you want to go Mystique or Darkhawk, obviously, that 5 is going to stay. We don't know how many cards he's going to play. So, we are going to go with the Darkhawk Mystique. We could also go with Shang-Chi. If he does play anything here, our cards are going to go up in value. So, I do think it's safe enough. But he could just Shang-Chi here, so we can't play them both. It's actually not the easiest thing to predict. But we are going to snap back because, to me, this is a no-brainer. And obviously with Vibranium Mines, I feel pretty good about it as well. Nakia, what could he be playing here? Shang-Chi, we knew that was coming. That means he played 4. He's not going to have enough energy to beat us. Yeah, Rock +5. Congratulations. Well, there we go. Another lesson on what not to do in Snap. By the way, I did not mean, don't go into this guy's stream. Don't be mean. We are a positive, fun community, guys, so let's be nice about it. But, dude, don't snap that early. No Master Molds. Bass, Black Widow, and Master Mold left in hand. Still A-okay, just fine. If we would have had that, it would have been a nice option. But we didn't need it. All right, guys, we have a Maximus. Love to see it. We have Korg opening hand, Master Mold, Black Widow, and Mystique. Let's go and get Korg out now. We have Throne Room mid as well as Beast. So we're going to start having our Brigade, our Brigada, and just mess this guy up. We're going to play Master Mold middle this turn. We could stop his draw. Yeah, we'll go and stop his draw now. No need to send the Sentinels yet. Good stuff. We're going to stop that draw. We have Los Diablos. And we have decisions to make, guys. So we can Iceman Beast. We could play Master Mold and then Iceman and then Beast them all back. Separately, this guy doesn't strike me as one that's going to be playing a lot of cards anyway. So I don't think we need 2 Master Molds. Let's go ahead and get the ultimate disruption package. Get all these back. I mean, this is such a I mean, getting Iceman, Widowbite, and Korg sucks. Now, having Lockjaw is pretty advantageous, and America Chavez, first card up, and he loses negative zone. So if he's playing a Thanos deck, that guy just won the jackpot, people. So let's make sure we now clog him up. And we'll go left side here. Let's play Iceman as well. We'll play Zabu mid, and Hell. I think we'll play Korg right. This way, it's kind of like covering all bases. You got Vision. Nice. Dude, this guy's hand is wrecked. All right, we got the Ronan Mystique combo. Enough said. Happy days. Happy days. So I'm thinking we go Ronan... Either Ronan mid, but he could Shang-Chi it. Or Ronan over here. Probably go Ronan here. Mystique, Black Widow last turn. We're going to snap into that. Our Ronan is going to be well over what we need. By playing Black Widow on turn 6, you can't get rid of the card, right? And let's see if he stays. Really, if we look at our cards down low, too, if we get Bass, easily worst case scenario. If we get Baron, not bad. Darkhawk, awesome. Shang-Chi is a win. He has 7 cards in deck, 6 with next turn. So, safe to say our Darkhawk will get value. Okay, great stuff. Dracula, awesome. Even better, we're going to clog up the deck. And, oh my god, we got the Darkhawk. So, this is quite the decision, right? We have a 12 Darkhawk, 12 Mystique. Sadly, Black Widow's not going to be a part of the equation. It's 12 that is a certified 12. So I almost like it better, guys. I almost like it better. And it can beat out Magneto, too. So I think we are going to go Darkhawk and then Mystique. Spread wide. He'd have to win all the lanes. The other option is we just play over here. But if he does Shang-Chi, we lose. This has a chance to pull so many cards. Can it beat my 4 that I already have? I don't think so, guys. I think we made the right play here. And Giganta was big. I'll give him that. He did get Jane Thor. We ended up tying because of the discard. So good to know. Good to know. Dracula is both countered by Master Mold, but at the same time is also lowering your Ronin at least by 1, unless it's like a swarm or something. So first impressions on Master Mold. As you guys can see, I tested him with a lot of different decks. We even did crazy stuff like Baron and a Darkhawk deck, and that even worked. I would say he's pretty dang good. I mean, preventing card draw is a lot better than you think, and especially if you can get that out early, or you can do a surprise play with like Ronin, and then you have Sarah on the board. And so I do think he's going to be a solid new card, especially if we look at the other new cards that have come. Like Stature, Kangham, and Sauron are all up there on a pretty good value. Definitely would not spend 6k tokens when you can spend that on 6 pool 3 cards, or you can get Thanos, Galactus. Don't spend the tokens, probably. Again, unless you're into that archetype, then have at it, because it definitely does give it a nice boost to be competitive. As always, let's go ahead and try to bust this card together. Let me know down in the comments below any great combos or decks that you guys have theorycraft or thought of. And again, let me know if you guys want more of these first impression videos. You guys have a great one. Have a good one. If you haven't already, subscribe to Cozy Snap. And until the next one, happy snapping.